Let's visit Horsham District.
Hello, I'm Luna.
And I'm Annalise.
And we're from Whistlestop Arts and we're embarking on our Visit tours.
Visit is a series of short films highlighting different areas across Horsham District. Join us as we discover more about the local heritage, countryside and meet local business owners and residents who will share their passion for the places where they live and work.
Getting out and about couldn't be easier. If you're travelling by car, Horsham District Council offers an annual parking disc that can be used in 12 HDC managed car parks in the market towns and rural parts of the district. And currently it's only £15 for the whole year.
There are numerous bus routes and train stations across Horsham District. You'll find links on the Visit page of our website, whistlestoparts.org.
We love to walk, and with the South Downs and the Downs link running across Horsham District, you're spoilt for choice for getting out onto those footpaths and bridleways. Great to hear the birds, see local wildlife and experience the seasons.
If, like us, you like to learn more about the history of the places you visit, you'll love the heritage trails. Each one dedicated to a different area of the district, including sites of special interest and stories from all eras of the area's past. There are walks for all levels and the trail leaflets can be downloaded for free from the Horsham Museum's website.
Each episode is accompanied by a podcast featuring more about our walk in the area and also a craft activity that you can take part in at home, highlighting some of the wonderful things you can experience in the villages and towns.
We hope that everyone will get out and explore more, and we've created a fun passport for you to take with you on your visit across Horsham District.
You can download everything for free from the Whistlestop Arts website, as well as picking up a paper copy of the passport from shops in the featured areas.
Whether you want to hit the high streets, visit local attractions or immerse yourself in the glorious landscape, Horsham District will not disappoint.
We're off to explore this stunning area. Why not join us for the journey? Welcome to Horsham.
We're going to head to the town centre, which is filled with its high street names and independent retailers.
And Horsham is filled with history too. We'll find out more when we visit the museum on our way to the Riverside Walk.
And of course we're going to visit one of its cafes, restaurants and pubs.
Absolutely. But first, let's take a stroll around Horsham Park, full of its wide open spaces and smaller spots if you fancy a bit of contemplation.
Oh, well, can you be quiet though?
Well, I'll try.
And I hear there's a tennis court here too.
You cannot be serious!
See?
Originally, Horsham Park was part of the Hurst Park estate, and this grand building that overlooks the park is called Park House. Since the late 1920s, both the park and the building have been owned by the council, and you can even get married here too. You'd certainly have lots of lovely backdrops for your photographs. The Sensory Gardens are a lovely area which was created in the early 1990s. There are several benches here and lovely wide paths to move around, whilst taking in the gorgeous sense of the planting.
I'm loving this bug hotel. Perfect for a Beatle family on staycation.
I know! 5-star accommodation!
There's plenty of space to run around here and there's a pond.
Great! Let's go!
This is a perfect spot for a cafe. It's so lovely to sit here and watch the world go by and listen to the music when it's playing on the bandstand.
There's another bandstand in the Carfax. Horsham loves its live music.
Now, let's go and see Sally.
Hello, I'm Sally Sanderson. I'm Chair of Friends of Horsham Park. And what we do is three things. We aim to promote the park, and today is all about promoting the park and Horsham and what a lovely place it is. But we also aim to enhance the park, make it colourful, a lovely place to visit, and also to protect it so future generations can enjoy what is a fantastic space. We've got 60 acres here, and it's a fantastic park because there's loads of space for everyone to spread out and use it. But we also have a perimeter path which is just under 2 kilometres, so it's quite good for having a good old walk, and we've got some outdoor gyms that you can use as well. We have so much here, and I think it's a wonderful place for children to come for a very cheap day out, because loads of places to picnic, including in this garden where we are now, which is dog free, so it's very popular with families for picnics. But there's loads of other space, and the space to kick balls around. But we also have a fantastic maze. Children always talk about their 2 highlights in the park. One is the maze, and in the middle of the maze is a dragon, so people like to go, little children like to go and find the dragon. And the second highlight is the playground, which is a superb playground with things for all sorts of age ranges. If you come for the day, you can obviously go to the swimming pool, which is right on the edge of the park. We don't just have the park though in Horsham. We're really, really lucky because we have lots of other really good quality green spaces that people can visit. So not far from here is Warnham Nature Reserve, which has a fantastic lake and lots of birds and other wildlife you can see. At the other end of town is Chespeth Farm, and that's another fantastic place to walk, and then you can walk all up across Den Hill from there and get some lovely views down across the town. And of course we have 2 places in the park that are great for eating: Kaya Cafe and the Rec, where you can also do super bowling. So there's so much to do if you make the park your centre for your visit.
Are you match fit, Annalise?
I'll give you a game next time, but for now, let's explore some more. I hear there's a band playing at the rec rooms.
Great! Then we can grab a cuppa before heading into the town centre.
A quick look at the capital to see what shows are on.
Horsham still has a set of stocks in the Carfax, perfect for those people who forgot their purse again and made me pay for the tea.
Oh, I'm sorry. I promise I'll remember it next time. Please come back.
Horsham has twice weekly markets and often live music playing on the bandstand. Now, Jeremy at the museum is going to tell us more about the history of the area.
Welcome to Horsham Museum. I'm Jeremy, I'm the curator here, and I've been working here since 1988. And in that time the museum has developed and grown to show the heritage of the district, which covers something like 200 square miles, and the story itself goes back to dinosaur times. So the richness of the Horsham District heritage is phenomenal. It's one of those areas which people go through. They go from London down to Brighton, or they go through it from east to west. Very few people actually stop in it. So it's an area of Britain which is underexplored. And because of that, we decided with 20 other community groups to create a series of 20 heritage trails. So we asked the local people who know their areas well to describe those places that they like, the views they like, the heritage that they like, and then create a series of downloadable trails which any free to access, and they range in from a mile in circuits to 3 or 4 miles. But they introduce people in a light way to the richness and diversity of the heritage of the district. One of the things which is really good about Horsham is that over the last 20 years there's been a great investment in public art. A lot of people engage with the art and one of the key things about the museum is that the museum has objects behind the display cases for security, but with public art it's getting it very much into the public realm. So you walk past it without realising, and then you engage with it. One of the things which the museum is actually showcasing are the stories behind the district and covering the whole district, not just Horsham. So for example, the new gallery which we're called Discover the District, as you walk in, will have 4 fantastic oil paintings by Sarah Duffield, which were commissioned by the councillors for their Year of Culture in 2019, but we wanted to get those on public permanent display. So that will really set the scene for understanding how the district has evolved and grown. The district has actually been the home of a number of writers as well as inspiring writers, from Shelley through to Juliet Donaldson. Even Conan Doyle actually mentions Horsham in 5 of his Sherlock Holmes stories. So Horsham District is a great place for writers and a great way to explore the district is through the written word. The district is actually blessed with a large number of village museums, which are actually the result of the passion and inspiration that heritage has caused these people to want to explain to the wider community their past, their heritage, their stories. So we've got museums at Henfield, Storrington, Stenning, Christ Hospitality Museum, West Chiltington is developing a museum, and then we've got Amberley with its fantastic industrial heritage and archaeology section.
Jeremy really knows his stuff, and the museum is located in a gorgeous building on the Causeway, a tree-lined street with buildings from the 17th, 18th and 19th century.
And at the end is St Mary's Church, an active venue in the community, which often has music and other events taking place.
Just on the other side is the Garden of Remembrance and the Riverside Walk.
Perfect for a game of hide and seek with the cameraman.
Or a nice chat as we watch the river run beneath us.
Let's head on over to the Forum and see the beautiful sundial sculpture.
We can pick up some visitor information leaflets from the library whilst we're here too.
It's great that the bus station is within easy reach of all the shops.
Horsham Town Centre has a real mix of independent and high street names, along with lots of places to eat and drink.
Don't forget to look up too. Beyond the shop fronts reveals some of the historic buildings in Horsham.
I spy with my little eye Dixie's Opticians.
Let's pop in and hear what Dirk has to say.
My name is Dirk, and I'm the owner of Dixie CB Opticians. I arrived here in 1998 and took over in 2004 as the proprietor of Dixie CB Opticians, and Dixie's have been in existence since 1925 here in West Street in Horsham. Dixie's operate as a traditional optician to 85% now, and we also introduced the Eye Cafe 7 years ago on the first floor, which is a little bit hidden away, but it's for those people who don't want to sit in the high street. And recently we have actually introduced something completely novel to us, which is, we call it sightseeing. And this allows people from all over the world to book online with our HorshamOptician.com, which is our website, where you can book a hotel for 2 nights, including a sight test and glasses thrown in, with a personal experience like a massage or acupuncture. And we will organize the whole trip for you. So the whole spectacle experience won't be dull, it will be something exciting and something to create a memory. We pride ourselves that the fashion houses like Tom Ford, for example, found us. We didn't go and apply for it, you can't apply for it. They come in, they assess you, they show you the collection, and then they walk away from you and don't give you any idea whether you qualify for it or not. And fortunately, they agree that we would be the right brand representative. That's just one example. And all the other collections that we have, for example, Casanova and Taxi, handmade in Venice, these are all sourced by us personally. The Eye Cafe is based on a little story. We had an American writer that came in and wanted to write in an area where he wasn't seen, like all the other big cafes in the street have the exposure so that you're being seen when you're sitting there. And he said, I want something that nobody can tell that I'm writing. I have no idea what he's writing about. So we had that idea, we had a spare room, and that's why we then started thinking about making coffee. And all of my staff are qualified baristas, and that's what we then did. We did this thing. So to learn to go upstairs making coffee, and we have an Italian platter available if you want to have some food, or some fresh ciabattas and mortadella. It's all fresh from a deli, not far down the road, and it's fresh daily, basically. And we pride ourselves that we set ourselves apart with table service. The reason why I like Horsham is I come from a town in Germany that's approximately similar size as Horsham. So I'm really used to small communities, and my family business, I had an idea as to when Mrs. Smith goes to church with Mrs. Mayer, then they talk about things. And so being small and having a very select few people, you get to know them over the period of time. And I think this community sense that exists in Horsham amongst customers as well as businesses is something that is second to none. So I don't think that there is any competition. And that's why I like it. It's a warm feeling, and I know who's coming through the door, and they know who I am, and because I've been here so long now.
Here we are in Pirry's place, guarded by Mr. Pirry and his donkey.
Luna, did you know that they have a vegan market here on the last Saturday of each month?
Good to know. I bet Mr. Pirry loves a sweet treat.
Well, Horsham has a lot to offer, doesn't it? It certainly does, but the day is not over yet. Fancy the cinema?
Yes, please. Is there popcorn?
Goes without saying.
Hi, I'm Becca. I'm the venue manager here at Everyman Cinema. We've been here for 2 years, since 2019. We've had a great opening here. If you haven't been before, we're not just a cinema, we're also a bar. We have a terrace, as you can see outside, absolutely stunning and great in the summer weather. Definitely you have a little bit of sunshine, you can sit outside, have a lovely drink, and you can also eat food here and then enjoy a film afterwards. We love having a facility that basically lets everybody experience cinema, but in the best way possible, with the best service possible, the best hospitality possible. But my favourite thing here is that most people say that this is their favourite place to come, because you can be the best at anything, but when you're the favourite place for somebody to come, then you can't take that away from people, and that's really nice. We're just off of the Carfax, so if you don't know where Pirry's place is, just head through a little alleyway or two, and you'll find us here. And there's also some other lovely bars around us. There's a great vibe on Fridays and Saturdays and weekends. In Horsham, I love the green spaces. I live quite near the Warnham Nature Reserve, and I've been there quite a bit. I also like exploring Leach Pool and Owl Beach Woods. And actually just walking through the town, it's so pretty. There's lots of historic places, and especially if you walk towards the church, which we have an amazing view of on our roof. It's just a lovely place to walk around, and especially if you want to eat anything, just go out in Horsham, because I think you can find every cuisine under the sun. So I really look forward to inviting all people into our venue. I know that lots of people have never been before, so it's definitely worth the visit, at least I hope. Have your first visit as a little cinema goer. If you're 5 or 6 years old, first film, it's the best place to be for that kind of thing. If you need to book, you just need to go on our website. So it's www.everymancinema.com/Horsham. But if you don't get to the /Horsham part, you can always just click on venues and you'll find us there.
We loved our visit to the cinema.
It's so stylish, and the film wasn't bad either. What a great way to end our visit in Horsham. As with all of the Visit series episodes, there is an accompanying postcard craft activity you can download to create at home.
The set of 6 postcards depicts some of the things we saw on our visits to the villages and towns across Horsham District.
Perfect to send to friends or to keep as a memento after your visit.
And don't forget to pick up your passport too, available to download or collect from shops in each area.
The Visit Horsham District series was commissioned by Horsham District Council and created by Silvertip Films and Whistlestop Arts in collaboration with Horsham TV.
For more information and links to the places that we visited in the series, go to whistlestoparts.org, where you'll also find podcasts of our walks in the areas and craft resources.